Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. Today we're up to day 25, and I reckon there's probably only about 2 or so more days after this to go here in Kola Peninsula. So we are on to the last, we're just starting the last of the logging contracts and finishing off the second last logging contract. So we've got the Azov and the Tayga pretty much running in tandem or convoy and we're just out of the logging station actually, but we're going from the logging station and we're heading up to Imandra. So I've currently got one load of medium logs on the Azov and one load of long logs on the Tayga. So both are required up in Imandra, but they're required in different parts. So we'll head up to Imandra together and then potentially separate. I've just got to be aware that I'm towing another truck, so I want to go around these telegraph poles quite wide. Now both of these trucks are on snow tyres, or mud tyres, not on chains. So icy roads are going to be a bit of a challenge, but snowy roads should be okay. Now there's a bit of a nasty spot coming up here where I'll disconnect and take each truck through separately. Just down this little hill here where it sort of can run away from yourself a bit. So I've turned off the Tayga and let it go. Yeah, if you're not careful, you can get a real wiggle on literally going down that bit, and then you find yourself racing down here, which then of course has a off a cambered turn that throws all your weight to the outside. So once again, you make a bit of a beeline for the power pole, but we should be okay. Whoa. Those naughty rocks don't help. Okay, that's the Azov happily through that tricky little area. And we'll pull up just once we're straight here. So there's enough space for the Tayga to get up behind. Stop the engine, back to the Tayga. There we are. We'll do the same thing with the Tayga. Again, just careful starting down this hill. I'm aiming a little higher this time, but I think I'll still end up down the bottom. Yep, pretty much. Just don't want to ram those logs into that hole, because that would be annoying. By that I meant the front of them, not the back. Didn't care about the back, because it'll just bounce them around. Okay, so we'll just draw up behind our mate. Yeah, let's give ourselves a little bit of space and leave the engine running, because we are going to winch him along and I'm going to want control. Don't want him running into the back of the trailer. And now again we're going to follow that same path up here through the icy little cutting in behind some guy's backyard and then out. Azov takes a bit of a nosedive. Hoping the Tayga is okay. Oh yes, he took a very narrow line though. Ah, that was interesting. Okay, we got through. Cut across here, which will mean that the Azov, the Tayga will cut even further across. And it's going to just about overtake the trailer. Scary. So I've switched to the trailer view so I can keep an eye on kinda where the Tayga is. But that does make judging where the nose of the Azov is that little bit harder. The Azov's had a little bit more trouble coming through there than the Tayga had, so interesting. So I'm not going to bother even trying to get across to the road, we'll just follow the snow. Everybody's got mud tyres, we all love mud tyres. Might actually have to disconnect. See how I'm trying to drive the trailer. Oh, this is becoming a bit of a nightmare for everybody. Yeah, I'm going to disconnect. Try and press on with the Azov. Sneak through here. Can I make it? No, no you can't. No, no, no. Definite no. That's a pity, because that's the spot I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What happens when you go forward and then straight back again? Pretty much the same thing. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit through here. We got through here with the Tayga, but no, that front end of the log, the medium logs, is going to be too big. I'm going to have to come round and go through that second spot, or even further up. Right. Well, the trailer wants to tip us over. Just grab the trailer. I'm going to just winch it back a bit. One more over there. Ah, of course that's a pathetic little one. Couldn't possibly be useful. Can't actually see a lot of what I'm doing here, so hang on, it's alright. Right, so by putting it back there, I'm hoping that I can now get back a bit further. View goes turning circle. We might get through here. Well, it'd be a bit embarrassing if we can't actually fit through, wouldn't it? Alright, well, truck's fitted through. You'd think if the truck can get through. just catching on the front there. Oh, that tree. Oh my goodness, we've got a tree that we're pushing with us, have we? Okay. It's just proving to be very, very annoying. Have we done something with our trailer now? No, trailer doesn't look like it's stuck. Alright, we'll just do a little bit of winching. Very curious. Pull the trailer back a bit so it's out of the way. So that trailer now shouldn't be catching. Truck doesn't look like it's catching on anything. Although we're... Right, so it's that funny looking bush thing is basically acting like a... I don't know what. It's forcing us to not be able to go along. Okay. Try again with that same concept I'd had before. Actually, before we do that, we'll go backwards. I might even take the trailer back a bit more as well. I want the trailer behind me, I don't want the trailer off to the side. Now that tree there is also going to be annoying, I think. I wonder if that tree is the one we're getting caught on. That's the trailer. So we'll just pull the whole trailer over that way. Right, I think we might be through. Oh no. It's that, whatever that tree on the very front of us is proven to be ridiculous. It's this tree we're pushing in the front of us, I think, that's causing us to just not be able to get anywhere. Probably run out of fuel before I get to where I want to get to. Got to think eventually we're going to force that tree to break. Nope, it just doesn't want us to do that. Wasted so much fuel. So I have no idea why that did that. But, you know, it's SnowRunner. So sometimes you just say, oh well, SnowRunner has its features. I'm having to do a very nasty approach now, because this is nothing like where I want to be. Been very unfriendly to the Azov. We did get there in the end. I've used so much fuel. Oh, It's okay. I'm just going to pull on now until I'm through this whole area and come back to the Tayga. Just do a bit of deforesting. Now if I remember also, I have to come around the outside of that telegraph pole, because if I try and come around the inside, oh my goodness. Yeah, if I come around the inside, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh boy, the Tayga certainly has it all over the Azov for coming through this sort of stuff, doesn't it? Makes you a bit worried about how we're going to go in Imandra, but still. Yes, this is the really, really slow snow that you try and avoid by coming through that back way. As you can see, it is just horrid. Well, we'll get round here and then continue on the road. So that was pretty awful. Okay. So stop that guy. Come back to the poor old Tayga that's been left in a bit of a mess. Should be able to drag our way out of it. We do have a couple of winch points if we really need them. Because the Tayga sort of pulled to the inside of the Azov, it's gone through the worst of that cracky snow. Okay. Now, let's see how much easier it is to go through here with the Tayga. So I don't know what happened with this bush here as to what caused the Azov to simply not be able to drive, but obviously something did. There must be something there that you can't see that's basically oops. At least we didn't detach the trailer. Done that before, and with a load of long logs, it is the worst feeling ever. Tayga happily gets through in the end, but even that was harder than what we've normally found. Now I might take the Tayga through his old tyre tracks, simply because that other way is such slow going through the snow. So we'll try and break through here. Rejoin the road on just the other side. Going very close to that tree on purpose so that I can get around the other stupid tree. Running into that tree on purpose. So I'm a useless driver. Right. Oh, I nearly did it. Possibly still get caught by that second tree there that we're trying to get around. Yeah, just a bit. But that's okay, because again, just winch the tail a bit, that'll get it clear of that tree. and then we can winch from the front and help us get some drive. There's some pretty weird stuff going on here in Imandra this time, isn't there? Sorry, in Lake Kovd this time. In terms of... I will find something eventually. I'm not going to look. Unbelievable. I mean, seriously? What are we caught on? Right. Let's look at everything. What can I see? I can't see a single thing. We're free on this side. We might be just caught on the back there. Let's just pull the back along a bit. So what was I caught on? Any ideas? No ideas. But we're free now. Both the other times when I've come up in the Tayga, I haven't had anything like that trouble. So I don't know why. Maybe it just knows that we're sort of getting close to the end, so it says, I'll make it harder for you. Right. Both trucks are on, and off we go again. Switch back to the rear view. Hopefully not catch my truck too badly on this. Oh, no. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Sheesh. Sometimes driving the Azov 7 is quite a joy. That's basically because it just shoves its nose into the ground. So it would probably be far less stressful if I'd done it in 2 goes. In fact, yep, that's what I'm going to do. Off, release. This is just proving to be too awful for work. So we will do it in 2 goes and reduce the stress levels. It'll just take a little bit longer. Okay, so we'll just pull up here. Turn off, go back to the Tayga, going, catch up to our mate. And while we're still here in Lake Kovd, I'm going to finish off the Lake Kovd trucks because then I don't have to come back. So I'm going to take the Step and the Tartarin back to the Lake Kovd garage, strip them off. I'll put the fuel tanker back onto the step, make sure it's full. That way it'll be ready for the next region. Step is completely repaired, so he is in a good state. I'll just take him down to the fuel trailer and connect it up. Then I'll come back and grab the Tartarin, replenish his repair points, and then bring him down as well. What to do. We'll fix those. 108 credits, which is fine. So he's now fully stocked with all of his repair parts. Hasn't got a huge amount of fuel, but that's okay because the fuel tanker's down here. Take these two back to the garage. And I think I'm going to take them back the way that the Azov tended to go, across the rocky bits. Alright. Now, obviously while I'm on the ice, the Tartarin's going to struggle a little, but once we come across here, it should be okay. Yes, now the Tartarin's not going to like these little rocks, so I'll try and stay on the littlest ones. Just bring the step up behind. And just one step behind. Trying to avoid the worst of the rocks. I'm not too worried about the step falling over. I don't reckon it will, but if it does, I've got the Tartarin to stand it up again, so we are good. See how we go out on the ice. It's a bit of a challenge. looks pretty good. And when we get this back, that'll be the end of Lake Kovd. We'll be able to focus then on taking the Azov and Tayga up into Imandra. And everything after that is in Imandra. Hooray! And the only thing that'll put a fly in the ointment is if I drop a load of logs as I'm trying to deliver them in Imandra, because I won't have anything to be able to pick them up with. So that better not happen. That's pretty cool. We know that little scout fuel trailer was empty, so no point playing with him. We'll just unattach ourselves so we can come in here and just gonna put it right up here in the front corner so it's out of the way. Hello. Step. So we're happy that we've got two fuel trailers. Might as well put it where the other one was, next to the other one. Leave myself room to get out. And that'll do. Detached one, not delete. Delete trailer would be a bad thing to do. Just give me There's a bit of space to get out of here. Just make it. Okay, so then I'm going to pop you into the garage, give you back your fuel tank, which is currently empty. Come back around and fill it up. So we'll fill up the fuel tank from the... Well, it doesn't really matter, does it, actually? Might as well take it all out of that one. Oh, other way, you silly sausage. Rightio. And then take a bit more out of carrier trailer. That one. That's interesting. That's really surprising. Okay. Worked in the end. I thought I'd left that as a full tanker. Obviously I messed up. Doesn't matter. Okay, so while we're sitting here filling things up, we'll use that 500 litres to fill up the step. And we'll fill up the Tartarin. We've still got a little bit left over, but we're virtually out of fuel. So that's cool. You can go into the garage, and in fact you can go into truck storage. Tartarin. Just check your roof rack. Roof rack is full. Tartarin is full. Okay, so we've got a little bit of fuel left over, but not very much. Okay. Fine. And you're okay. Now, the only thing I'm going to do for him, I'm going to take off the advanced scout, because that might be useful for some other truck later on. But everything else is pretty much fine. And we'll retain that. And then we'll hop back over to our friends. Bring them through to Imandra. So that'll do nicely. 2 trucks in Imandra. Yeah, okay, I think we've seen that before. Alright. Now, I am a bit nervous of taking this guy and the trailer over the icy path that I normally take the Tayga. So I'm going to let them go their separate ways at the moment before they meet up again at the aerodrome. So this will be a slow trip for the Azov, because he's not going to be very happy. But I just don't have confidence with his turning ability, etc., on that broken ice. So I'm gonna take him the old way, which will probably be a fraction slower. And then we'll bring the Tayga the new way over the ice, which is a fraction quicker, I think. Now, the thing that will be a bit painful is if we don't have enough fuel, but I think 130 litres should be enough to get us there. just slow down a little bit. So we're sort of getting a bit of a wiggle on there, which is a bit scary. We'll just pick our way over these last couple of nasty rocky bits. Because actually, where am I going? Oh, yeah, I'm going the right way. Sort of just bounce our way over these. Right. So that's the worst of the rocky bits. Now I've got this nasty cracked ice. So try and stick to the edge if we can. But not too much that it'll tip. Oh. Truly awful. Just give ourselves a bit of a helping hand. Try and miss that rock if I can. And we've got the slow snow bed. Not a lot that helps us winching here. That little tree on the side there might be alright. More power. Okay. Squeeze through here with a bit of luck. But that protector at the front there is quite wide, so it can be a bit annoying. Nice and slowly over that change in angle. Quite a lot of angle on the truck at the moment. But now we can get it a bit flatter. Stuff's doing alright, and we'll make it with just a touch of fuel to spare. So I think for this one our estimating of fuel is pretty darn close. Oh, unless of course, oh, is there a rock there? Straight over a rock that I hadn't even seen. Didn't even see that rock. He didn't belong there, did he? Right. Okay, so we might just pull up there, attach our trailer, fix that little bit of damage. And in fact, while I'm attached to this trailer, repair. Okay. Stop the engine. Refuel. Still leaves us 250 litres in there for the Tayga. So speak of the devil, let's go and get the Tayga. So you can have 250 litres. So I reckon he'll use most of that. Slog through the yucky bit. Can that one reach? No. So we'll come over via the ice sheet this time. These scary big rocks. Yes, I was just worried that the Azov would not be able to turn tightly enough to stay on this line and that it'd drop off and then get into the cracky ice and all would be dreadful. Whereas, yeah, we know the Tayga can do this, because it's already done it twice. So despite the sneaky off-footing sound effect, we're pretty comfortable. Oh, hello, are you over there? Obviously a bit of icy snow. Looking at our fuel right at the moment, we're just coming up for 200 litres capacity. So having 250 there, yeah, we'll end up with probably about 40 extra litres, which is not bad guesstimating. got literally one spot of spring suspension damage, so we'll fix that up as we're here. Stop the engine. Refuel. Yeah, so that leaves 46 litres in the tank, which is pretty darn good. One repair point. Done. So now nobody has any damage, worth noting. So I think I'm going to keep going with the Tayga, because I know where I'm going with that. Even if we end up only getting it to the other side of the river. Come out this way this time. Yes, I don't think, in fact I guarantee we won't get all the way up to the drop spot for this one before the end of our day's play today. So we'll just come across and get to the other side of the river, I think. And pull up there. Off. Yes, I'm already starting to think about where I need to go with the medium logs on the Azov 7. I think I'm going to follow a similar path to what we took when we were doing the Star in the Sky contract. So we'll exit from the Aerodrome and head around the water's edge. Because I want to head first to that logging station to pick up the second load of medium logs. And then head up the western side main road and on to deliver them. Okay, so this is our third time doing this now, so we should be feeling a bit more comfortable about it. around these rocks a bit, I think. And then back, yeah. Just trying to minimise the amount of time I'm bumping over loose. Oh, that was bad to have to stop there. That was not a good thing. Because I was in a, not in a great spot with those bumpy rocks. So, just had to push on. There was a big rock just there, which could prove to be my undoing. No, I've rolled off it, that's good. Without rolling over. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that is so not good. I don't know where. Yeah, it's this rock right in the middle of the screen. But I thought I was over it. But obviously, I think what happened was that the trailer's wheels then started coming over that rock at the back there. Okay. Well, there you go. Just when I was saying, will we finish in another day or two? I reckon I've just added a day onto the joy. Because now, you guessed it, I'm going to have to go back, get the step, bring the step over, pick these up, load it up. I'm just going to leave that there for a while. I'm going to leave that there for a while and think about it later. So let's see if we can do something with the... oh, wrong trailer. Right, let's not go heading off with the service trailer. Yes. It's funny, isn't it? You sort of get used to things. So I think I was probably just taking that area just a little bit too casually. But we will go and get the step and bring it across and sort it. Going forward, please. Jeez. Yes, we'll go and get the step, bring it forward over. I'll think about that. So I'm going to do some of these medium logs for a bit now, because I'm just not sure how I want to do that with the step. The thing with the step is he's got nice chains on, so I'm kind of thinking that I might just deploy the step straight from the Imandra garage and spend the $1,500 to get him there rather than bring him up. Yes, it's probably economically not quite so great, but for my own sanity, it probably makes a bit more sense. Because I'm really not keen to bring the step up all the way from Lake Kovd, because it takes forever. Alright. Now, as I said before, we're going to do the reverse of the trip that we did before. However, I'm calling it 8 o'clock there. I'm not going to try and jump down there at the end of this session. We'll start the session tomorrow by jumping down there. So yeah, for the Azov, I'm going to come down here, cross this way like I did with the Dan, around. Now, and the big challenge is I do not want to cross that crossing there without chain ties on. It is worse than yucky. So I will be likely not to do that. However, I might still come up this road and up this way and then across, but then detour down across country, just to avoid that. Simply because there's not much there. Or we might try and do it. I don't know. I've got to think about that. Blech, I don't like that. But anyway, the reason I'm doing this, by the way, is I've got to come over here. I've got to get to here. So the whole point is to get to here. So I can load up the second load of logs at the logging station. So I just want to find the nicest way to get there. And there probably isn't a nice way, so the least nasty way. And looking at there, there's some pretty narrow parts there, which will be tricky. That looks really tricky. The rest of it then seems pretty good. Although we haven't got a good way to get back onto the road. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's tomorrow's problem. That can be tomorrow's problem. Today's problems are the long logs having fallen over. I was just about to stop there too. Oh well, there you are. So that's going to add a bit more time on, but I think we'll bring the step over. I reckon I'll transport it straight to the garage and then bring it down the east road using the chains rather than bring it up from Lake Kovd. So that'll be something we'll do maybe tomorrow or maybe the next day. We will see. Anyway, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Have a bit of a laugh at my stupid falling over. And you'll join me again tomorrow where I try and pick it all back up again. Okie doke. Thanks for watching though, and bye for now. Bye bye.